We are back again with more Zelda content. Now, I've seen some comments of you guys talking about where's Gerudo Valley and stuff as I'm playing these piano songs. Now, in case you haven't heard, I am playing through the entire soundtrack from Ocarina of Time, at least all the songs that actually are songs. I'm sorry, Dodongo Cavern. So yes, I will play Gerudo Valley for you on the piano, but since it's towards the end of the game, it probably won't happen until closer to the time that the actual remake comes out. But we do have some interesting stuff to talk about with the Ocarina of Time remake, and even another Zelda game that might be part of this anniversary, which is very strange to me, and I'll give my opinions on what I think about it when we get there. But first, let's start off with Ocarina of Time. So, of course, Nintendo didn't reveal much of this game. They literally just showed Link sleeping in his bed, and we have no clue when we'll get more. I mean, my guess was always going to be around the month of August. In fact, it's the only month that doesn't really have a game release this year. Oddly enough, it feels very empty in that month, and I'd still be willing to bet that they're going to have some type of anniversary direct, or maybe just an Ocarina of Time specific direct for the month of August, but there's some rumors going around saying we might have to wait until September. Now, according to a couple of rumors, Nash Weedle and Attack the Backlog are claiming they're thinking and maybe hearing at least from one source that it could be in September is when we get this stuff revealed, maybe even in the September General Nintendo Direct, so we're going to have to wait for another General Direct just to see the actual gameplay of this game, which is just insane. But I'm still kind of feeling August, man, especially since Nintendo is at Gamescom this year, and Gamescom is from August 26th to the 30th. It'd be very strange if Nintendo's showing up at Gamescom with, what, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave and Switch Sports Resort? That's it? I mean, why would you not have your biggest game of the year there? What's the point of even showing up to Gamescom? You know, I don't know. I feel like it's very strange. I feel like they can make a whole booth and area themed after Ocarina of Time, just like they would in the old E3 days. So yeah, I'm still really holding out for August. I'm not saying it's going to happen. We very well might have to just straight up wait until September, which is just stupid. I hate the fact that we gotta wait for another Nintendo Direct just to learn more about this game that's coming out probably months after that Direct. Now, Nash Weedle claims to have a source that says that Ocarina of Time's remake will be at the Tokyo Game Show this year, running from September 17th through the 21st. This is also normally why Nintendo holds their Nintendo Directs in the first couple of weeks of September, so that way they can have those games playable at the Tokyo Game Show. So it's hard to say, you know, maybe Nintendo appears at both, maybe they appear at only one of them, but it's either going to be from the beginning of August to the beginning of September when we see this Zelda information given to us. I think we at least know a time frame. It just makes sense. Now, none of that is particularly new information, really. I mean, I guess you could say we all kind of expected that to be the time frame, but what comes next is actually kind of interesting to me, because apparently Ocarina of Time's remake might not be the only major Zelda announcement we get in an upcoming anniversary celebration, because Twilight Princess is apparently on the ballot now. Now, once again, Nash Weedle claims he's heard something about Twilight Princess coming back and actually having some revisions and some new bells and whistles. Now, this was also brought up by his friend Attack the Backlog, and he just said he's heard something about it, I believe, but this is really interesting to me for multiple reasons. If they do bring back Twilight Princess into the Switch 2, which apparently it is coming to specifically the Switch 2, I'd be shocked why they didn't do it with Wind Waker 2. Why didn't they just make a duo collection pack of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess? But instead, they just gave us the GameCube version of Wind Waker and slapped it on NSO. So yeah, that kind of sucks in my opinion, and I really hope Wind Waker has another chance to come back in a better way, but I mean, at least we're getting Twilight Princess, which is really cool if this is to be believed, that is. And if it is an enhanced version of what the Wii U was already enhanced, this would also be pretty strange. When does this even release? I could see this being a easy 2027 title, you know, something to once again tie us over as we continue to wait for the next mainline Zelda game, which is going to be a while, so Nintendo needs to space the releases out. So that would be pretty cool if we got like another remastered version of Twilight Princess or something. If this is true, I don't see this being a full-fledged remake like Ocarina of Time right now, because I feel like they're going to be taking their time with that. Like, the next remake we'll probably get is Majora's Mask years down the road, and then eventually working their way all the way back up to Twilight Princess. I mean, it's crazy to even think about. Can you imagine a timeline where we get a full-blown, from the ground up remake of Skyward Sword or something? Like, I know we already got remaster of that game, but like, Yeah, it's just crazy to think about. Now, we don't know the validity of this source. In fact, Nash Weedle has not been right about much as of recently, at least according to Nintendo stuff. I mean, he also predicted dates for the last Nintendo Direct and was horribly off, saying it was going to happen like in last March, and it didn't happen. So yeah, I'm taking everything here with a complete grain of salt, but Attack the Backlog has been pretty accurate. So if he starts speaking on stuff, we can probably guess it to be true. But my takeaway of all of this is I think we will see Twilight Princess in some form, but unfortunately I think it's just gonna be like the GameCube version on NSO as well, which is gonna suck because I'd rather have the enhanced version from Wii U like I would with Wind Waker, and maybe some other small things announced for its anniversary. But yeah, I think Ocarina of Time is gonna be the main focus here, and I still think we're gonna see the game sometime in mid-August. That's my guess, but who knows. Like, I love Twilight Princess more than the next guy, but honestly, another game I would really love to see is A Link Between Worlds. I feel like this game desperately needs to make a return. It's unfortunately stuck on the 3DS, and I would really just love a remaster of this game, but who knows. So from there, I leave it to you guys. When do you think we're going to hear about the Ocarina of Time remake again? Is it going to be a very long time? Are we going to have to wait till September, or will it be sooner in August? And also, what do you think about this Twilight Princess news? Do you think Twilight Princess is actually coming back in another revised version? Let me know what you think down below. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe before you head out, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your day. See you guys.